It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Imo, woman picking they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo.
Good evening to you, and you are welcome back to Maiyegun's Diary Political. Tonight, good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and this is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun today, oh, ọ̀rẹ́ ará yìí. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1. Gbogbo ṣe ń lọ ní Maiyegun.
To my brothers and sisters from Biafra land, home and abroad, I want to say to you, Biafra Kwenu, or Biafra Kwezuenu. You did it. You continuously show it to the rest of the whole world that if referendum is held in Biafra land this night, or tomorrow night, or next week, or next year, or anytime, the answer is going to be the same. Impressive. We'll talk about it tonight. You see that thing where una spoil for the people who tried to put up a charade for bokohari today. Now 700 million naira costs them for Imo State. You just flopped everything by sitting at home. Very expensive protest you did today. We'll talk about it.
Lórí Facebook.
It is a win-win. I said it earlier today that my week is made. Even though I am still pretty much recovering from my rest and all of that, but I couldn't keep it. and I have to share it with you. As much as the Biafrans they continue to ginger our swagger, they continue to prove it to us, continue to make different milestones every day. And sadly, those who thought it was a joke are actually jealous. They are waiting for something to break that trend. They just continue to wax stronger and stronger. So you just made Imo State lose, they lost 700 million naira. And that wasn't a joke. Fight they go on right now inside Douglas House for Wiri. I have been told.
Maiyegun
God said that they were going to actually make laws on VAT. It was a bold move, a very big one. And they were going to ban open grazing. Two things happened, and you must pretty much acknowledge them. Very important. In the past few weeks and months, the conversation has been about cows. The senior citizens of Nigeria. It has gotten to a point whereby even people who are supposed to be normal people are beginning to think like cows, as if to say our existence, our survival depends on cows. As much as they are killing us, kidnapping people, ransacking villages, destroying farmlands, sending people into exiles, into refugee camps, and no one could actually hold them responsible. Actions taken, and you see this lot from northern Nigeria, they said all those actions were targeted against the northern Nigeria. We decided to go for the ban on open grazing, at least to curb the movement of these criminals with their cows and their guns and their other rogues who perpetuate all these criminalities. They said it was against the north. In fact, different group came out to warn the southern Nigeria to be very careful of what they do to the Fulani terrorists, or else it will cost them 2023, it will cost them this, it will cost, you know what I mean? It has been like that for the past few months. But Baba, in the last 48 hours, Baba music changed, and for two reasons, well, for two people's reasons, I don't know if that even make any sense, but I'll tell you. The survival of Nigeria usually depends a lot on the sale of crude oil, especially the states acknowledged to be oil-producing states. That was the genesis of this whole power struggle, power hustle, that terrorists finally managed to take over power in Nigeria. Oil, then oil don't crash beyond anything that even Nigeria economy within 6 years dipped to negative. So money no day. They have to rely on other cash cows in the southern Nigeria, which include what are the things that can make money? What can we sell? Anything that can make money. They sold all they could sell. Shared the money, looted it. That wasn't enough. Meanwhile, as they were selling everything off, sharing the money, looting the money, they were also picking your pockets in southern Nigeria. You are the ones who always want to run bank accounts. You are the ones who wants to have this online transfer, that transfer, this one transaction, because you are the ones who are involved in businesses, small businesses, which are actually supposed to be the lifeline of a viable economy of a country. Small businesses, your 100,000 business, your 200,000, your 400,000. So Bokohari's government was busy picking your pocket with different taxes, stamp duty, excess duty, extra duty, these charges, text message charges, birthday charges, all of that, picking your every penny they can get from you. They were not satisfied. They were like, so there are some dormant accounts. People who don't die and their family members didn't even know they have money. They mop up all the money. They said, waiting be how much be everything? Bokohari's government, they said, well, we have so hundreds of billions of naira. I said, okay, since the people know they claim we want to use the money. All of this targeted at those of you who love to open bank accounts, which are mostly in southern Nigeria. In northern Nigeria, most of them, and I'm not saying this to mock them because it is the truth, they have put each local government that they claim that they have people in, right? They have this welfare program that they have been telling all of you about, 5,000 naira for poor people, 5 days for that, and the rest of that. So in their different local governments, they opened bank accounts for those they could open bank accounts for, and it is just to collect whatever they are getting from the government, from Abuja. After they must have mopped all the money from the entire southern Nigeria, put them in the jar and share the money to them. They are not running businesses like many of you, except for those who claim to be billionaires, but they don't really have any businesses. Alhaji billionaires, Bureau de change billionaires, money launderers, for the same criminals in government looting money. That's a story for another day. But let's come back to how they were picking your pockets. They were not satisfied. They decided that they wanted to go and borrow money from the pension fund. You see all those poor people, poor old people who worked and worked and worked. The reason why they will never get their pension is because the likes of Bokohari and Co, they've started borrowing from it. So the Miyetti Allah, the northern leaders, elders forum, Arewa consultative forum, this one consultative, the Sultan, the blah 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 jabla nonsense that they claim to be their leaders from the north. They continue to threaten the southern Nigeria, continue to tell you that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. And it is non-negotiable as if to say they have money to run that Nigeria if the southern Nigeria doesn't have any money to give to them. And boom, Lagos said, no, we're not giving you our money again. Since the crude oil you are selling no longer sell anymore. You remember just about 2 weeks ago, they were celebrating that NNPC declared profits for the first time, 240-something billion naira profits, first time in 40 years. Did you read that? It was a lie. It was a charm. They were declaring profit of 2020, the year of coronavirus, where they were buying crude oil then for just about $15 per barrel, where Nigeria was begging people to come and take the oil, pay later, and nobody needed any oil. You remember that time, 2020, now just last year, where many companies all over the world folded up or declared loss. A lot of people lost their jobs. NNPC, when Nigeria was selling crude oil for $120 per barrel, they were running at loss. Until 2020, when Nigeria was selling crude oil for $75 per barrel, they were running at loss. But when Corona came, they declared profit, gain profit. And at the end of the day, the story don't come out yesterday. Guess what? As usual, they know they fail. The people that declare profit of 2020, of gaining $240-something million or $240-something billion naira, they declared that they've lost almost 1 trillion naira. As usual. So Lagos said, now they want to keep anything they can lay their hands on, any penny, anything. It has become so worse, so bad, that they are printing money. They no longer make any money. You know what? Even with all the money they are taking everywhere, at the end of the day, the money no even reach to pay for, to service the gbese. the debt that Bokohari plunged Nigeria into in 6 years. They are making 2 trillion, 2.1 trillion, and they are servicing their debt with 1.9 trillion. Waiting remain. That is why they have been borrowing and printing money. By the time they are done, there will be no Nigeria for anybody to be president in, right? So when Lagos said they are putting a break on it, bam, oh boy, all the threats, all the gragra, all the braggadocio, all the waiting we now go do, we will do another 4 years. We will blah, 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 jargons. Baba's story started changing. When Wike said, we are not going to give you a dime anymore. And you know, say we're a Wike, the kind that we call Asheburuku Shere in Yoruba land. Asheburuku Shere. Person where they do evil, where they do good. So you don't go know. But be very clear. Evil na evil. Evil no they cancel good. Or you know what I mean? They don't say we're a Wike may wake up tomorrow. And another judge, you will just find another suitable, fancy, beautiful judge. Say, Judge, we want you to declare that Nigeria must not collect a dime from any crude oil sold in Rivers State. This is what the fear is all about now. Every month, Rivers State contributes over 15 billion into the cookie jar of value-added tax. Lagos State contributes almost 48 billion every month inside that cookie jar. Katsina, where Bokohari come from, they are contributing about 15 million, not billion, 15 million naira every month. Waiting they won't collect charges from. Waiting. Value-added tax. Waiting they won't scan. They will say, okay, this one are tax. So, you see the Ogufe or the coffins or what? They are contributing 15 million. Another one that is so shocking is Sokoto. Sokoto is as Shakali Fetio. They are contributing about 113 million, which they try. Okay, 113 million a month. Now reverse the gear. How then they share the money? Borrow no. Like those ones, then they borrow them money to even contribute. They're not the figure at all. But reverse it. How are they sharing the money? Lagos State that contributes almost 48 billion. They will receive 9 billion. 39 billion will remain in the cookie jar. Rivers State that contributes 15 billion, they will give them 4 billion. 11.1 billion will remain in the cookie jar. Had 11.1 plus 39, no be 50 be that. It should be 50. 50 billion. Bam, that they there, giddy bear. They will now call Katsina that contributed 15 million. Katsina, you take 5 billion. Zamfara, you contributed 61 million. Oh yeah, you take 3 billion. Why won't they tell you that Nigeria is not negotiable? But you see, the moment they got a court judgment that said the state where you generate your VAT, it is that state that should spend the money. Array, Lagos State just passed the law today. Good. Miyetti Allah that is giving us ultimatum, telling us that where's that guy video again? This guy, Miyetti Allah, I was telling us about how devilish the idea of banning open grazing, blah, 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 blah. Oh boy, then change story. I say, Lagos, you know what? We are trying to educate our people so that they will learn how to stay in one place, to roam cow. Oh boy, just within 48 hours. So Miyetti Allah that was bragging 2 days ago. Oh boy, story don't change. I don't know if they have told you. The story has changed now. They are now saying that they need time. They should give them small time. Where they just train their people to stop moving anyhow. that if they should just do what Lagos want to do now, oh boy, now 2 million naira will go to buy cow. I said, but that is good for Nigeria then. If we have to spend 2 million naira to buy a cow from Futa Jalon, Atifuta Sorrow, Atifuta Sadness, or wherever they come from, I mean, how come we no go Ekiti? All those cows, those ones will fly from America. They bring them from America. They got to Muritala. Instead of them to get jet lag, cows from America, only God knows how many hours. They jump onto the tarmac. They run. They are in Ekiti now. They are from America. For all of us to start patronizing Ekiti farm. There are many other farms in Yoruba land where they are rearing cows. Some people told me that there are cows, special cows from Biafra. I don't know why those cows are not being promoted. They said they are so nutritious. They are so local and strong, local breed. How come now the farmers in eastern Nigeria are not promoting them? Maybe it is time. Instead of us paying 2 million naira for a cow. So cow will just be the new oil. That's a bonus for them. Because Lagos don't pass the law. The governor will sign the law, maybe tomorrow, anytime from now. That one, they sweet my stomach. And that's why I told you, I said that my week is made. And I need to share that with you in order to hear your side too. Until when people started saying that, Maiyegun, there is a petition online. What petition again? There are so many petitions. So this petition is to make sure that bokohari, the Daura Secret Service, they must never arrest the person, the tailor that made bokohari's Isiagu dress today. I said, which petition again? To where? Let's say United Nations or something. I don't know. I don't know if you have seen the petition. Say, what's happened? I said, Baba, you never see this dress? I said, I've seen the dress. Say, this dress was made by somebody who is a member of IPOB, who could not come out of the house, but in fact, can still work from home. He got a job, and his own way to share his own protest was to use just measurement for bokohari. It's a wickedness that was intentional. Whoever made this dress, I don't know if you have seen it, okay? Whoever made this dress, that person, in my own opinion, that's what I said. I said, in my own opinion, the tailor is a IPOB member that is working from home. And there is no way these skirts, let me bring it closer, because some people are like, the petition is important. If you come across it, please sign it. This tailor must not be arrested. When they brought it closer, they said, if we blame the tailor, what happened to the Mola Kuriajo that bokohari is now sampling? I said, well, that cannot be blamed on anybody. Bokohari is a Fulani man. And in Yoruba land, we call this Mola Kuriajo. Until somebody said, Baba, you know, say bokohari not to trust everybody like that. The measurement they sent to the tailor is what the tailor used. And it was about the tailor. He won't use anybody he doesn't trust. You know, naturally, they said bokohari doesn't work with people he doesn't trust. Only people that bokohari trusts are the people that work closer, who knows the president are those who work with him. And they said, the man that made the dress is not the other person than the famous stylist, Habaosh Poppy, or Oshkiari Abadi Taylor, whichever one that comes first. And no joke, it was an aberration that people were really, really angry that this does not represent the Biafrans, the Igbo culture. This doesn't look good. And many people agree. But some said, Maiyegun, leave the dress. They were telling us that bokohari came to Imo State to commission a tunnel. I said, yes. Say, Maiyegun, swear to God that bokohari came to commission a tunnel. I said, which one is swear to God? I get the picture here. Some said, na gutter. They said, Maiyegun, you see that hole where you see in front of this thing? Now the tunnel be that too. She tunnel not be something where people feel walk inside. So I don't understand what you mean. Maybe na drainage tunnel. You say, Baba, if they remove that white thing where they over there, you go stone bokohari. I said, no wonder, no wonder. There is a fight in the government house today. They say special advisor to the hopeless governor of Imo State, a state that is supposedly to be a state led by APC, Egbekegbe, Al-Qaeda People's Congress. If you call them all past criminals, now you know. However, they were not happy. How could they spend 700 million? Starting from the image of the person where they spend the money on self, it don't show saying a waste. Which tailor you give this clothes to? This now expensive, traditional wear. What is, you know what I mean? Like people normally like, react and all of that. But it's not for these guys who really have to pay people to come from Kogi, pay for their wares, pay for their rooms, pay for food, transportation in this Buharinomic. Who they do all of that? How can you spend something where you say, Papa, na flop? They are wasting people's money. And people are not happy, including the people that spend the money. Today in government house, after Bokohari left, sorry about that clip. It was a very poorly recorded one, but that's the government house, Douglas House in Owerri. The royal fathers, somehow, they seem to just listen to IPOB, don't you think? Because how could the president of a big country like Nigeria come to town and you don't see all the traditional rulers of Eastern Nigeria like the Obiofo? They say, no. They met later inside. I say, okay, now indoor, what have you? But some of them had to stay away, including those who are like normal politicians that will come out and grace the whole place. But nevertheless, it was still pretty much a gathering, like a sort of a meeting of APC, Warabi, and everybody they brought from outside Imo State. The sit-at-home was excellent today. And just like I would always say, I've always been saying anyway, you should be proud of yourselves as a Biafran. You may not completely agree with the modus operandi, the modes of operation of IPOB. But Baba, they are like this bone that you tie to the neck of the dog. And you know that a dog loves bones. Even if they're not going to eat the bone, they love biting it. And the fact that you can tie a bone to the neck of a dog, Oh, I don't think I've never been a dog. But I can't imagine how frustrating it's going to be. Something so close, but so far. That's what IPOB has become. And in other hand, it also exposed the hypocrisy of one Nigeria that your forebearers, my forebearers, believed they could help until they died. And that Nigeria remained and was. Do you get what I mean now? That's what IPOB. You may not like how they do it. You may not like some of their declaration. You may not agree with them so many times. But trust me, they are the only option that is not, they are not just helping the Biafrans. They are helping to expose the fragile, fraudulent contraption called Nigeria that has defied all solutions. Genius, brilliant people, lovely people, patriotic people. They've done everything. It no work. It no go work. And you never believed it. Like them, hate them, whatever, it doesn't matter. But respect them, appreciate them. Their effect is what is shaking Nigeria to a foundation, and it is for the good. It is for the good. Today, everybody now agree that they have to do something. They have to do something about Fulani terror. Before now, nobody want to talk about it. They were all politically correct. They don't want to be careful. Don't say that. If you say that, that's But these days, nobody they hide them anymore. All thanks to the IPOB, they paid the supreme price and they are still paying it. That's why I don't try to patronize them. They don't need anybody's patronage. Like, hey, I love Biafra. They don't need it. What they need is just every little support you can give. If you don't agree with them, don't try to derail them. They are formidable than what you can think of. And I can tell you, they have caused the powerful people in Nigeria their worst nightmare, their worst dreams, their worst nights, especially for the past 6 years. You may not know. As they are looting Nigeria, they are doing everything to just give them a little bit of a leverage over the IPOB. They have nowhere to go to target them. That's why they go into people's homes to kill them. The people they are killing are the people they wanted to come and welcome bokohari today. And just like a splash, they said, boom, don't come out. Don't let them feel so powerful, important. That's it. 700 million. People don't collect the money. Those where they hotel for Wiri right now, sharing room with their new partners for the night from the presidential visits, all the money, everything. But what purpose did that actually achieve? Why was bokohari in Owerri today? It was not for any other thing than show of force. Somebody was singing for him, and I shared that earlier. Let me share that with you again. For the clarity, for the sake of this conversation tonight, there is no federal government, no single federal government project embarked upon by bokohari's government that is worthy of him going there to even commission any of them. That is why he went there to commission to commission gutter drainage, and they called it a tunnel. President of Nigeria flew to Imo State, the place where he called them the 5%ers, the place he called them dot in a circle, and there is no single project. So if this Biafran says is inconsequential, there's no point. But we will do our sit at home as a protest to let him know that you are not welcome here. Nobody wanted you here except for those you paid and those who actually, even Opus or Dijo is working from abroad, is working from Abuja. The governor of Imo State doesn't live in Imo State. You know why? Nobody elected him. And that was why when bokohari was there today, you would expect the president to say, I did this, we are doing that. But now Fege, but more would dance small. Not to this, because their shame should be shaming everybody as we speak. Oh, we'll see.
Your Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, his colleagues that have accompanied us here, I think I have to revert to the old saying that seeing is believing. I accepted this invitation to come to see what the governor wanted me to see. And I have seen enough that justifies his integrity in making sure that he is working very hard to make sure that you get the structure necessary for you to build often. I am very impressed with what he has done because I have gone through the same problem at the center to make sure that infrastructure is what will enable the people to mind their own businesses. If there are no roads, if there is no security, what can people do? Absolutely nothing. I am very pleased that by some fabulous coincidence, my idea and that of your governor coincided. I am very pleased with what I have seen, and I assure you that at the center, I will try to encourage Imo State within the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you very much for being lucky to have the break in the weather for us to.
Being lucky, somebody says he's assuring them. Really? Really? Oh, really? Well, it wasn't just that. You know, it was within the confinement of that small space they put him. And they even gave him, after putting Israel Gu on him, right? They also gave him offer, like a big chief of Igbo land. Now those guys, the 700 million naira reached their hands, oh, but they still feel like the thing no shark, no shark. That's why the guy the para for government house, Barros, he was angry. The thing no shark. They Hilam, hypemen, and what is all of this? Is this what we spend money on? No joke. But the part of the 700 million naira was where Ohaneze Ndigbo and the other Igbo leaders, as they will claim, just like we have them in Yoruba land, that's where they graced the occasion to host bokohari. Bokohari kwenu, bokohari kudanu, Chineke na kpogi oku. Ushi. As usual, that's where they now put them, that's where they fettered them, you know what I mean? Tete. That's where they will be talking about, sorry, you remember that my profile, that document I sent to you? Do you see that my letter? Do you see that my email about that contract? I told you of the last time I was in Abuja. I can come down to Abuja the next time, Mr. President. I will bring all the royal fathers and all of us to come and see you just for visits and just for updates. Now, down inside that room, nobody said they talk about Biafra or anybody there. They are talking about themselves. That's where part of the nobody say how they try to pronounce them phonetically. I am just trying to pronounce the way I read it. Chineke na oku. Somebody said that phonetically. Does that sound phonetically? Please, I'm trying to go and learn Igbo so that maybe I can start. You can be like, oh boy, I love Maiyegun. Maiyegun speaks Igbo. You know what I mean? So it's beautiful when you speak other languages, and the people who actually owns the language are like, really? Oh, really? That's so funny. This is where I still say how they talk rubbish. Somebody says phonetically. Just same way, assure you can also be a phonetical. It can actually be a phonetic in for food day. I can assure you something that some of us feel like, no, that doesn't sound right. Assure is not in food day. It's English. Except if there's another assure. No, sorry that I do that all the time, right? Just deviate a minute before we get on. So they shall put all the drama together today, and hurriedly, when they realize, say, oh boy, time don't go, night don't they come, oh, carry this money come up for here before this our unknown gunmen that will put for this town will resume work because their time don't they reach. You know why I told you that unknown gunmen is the handiwork of the politicians in Imo State and across the eastern Nigeria, is the handiwork of the DSS, and is the handiwork of the Nigerian military and the Nigerian government all join. You get what I mean now? They will tell you that unknown gunmen, unknown men, they enter police station. Police station, everybody run away. But all of a sudden, they will parade innocent people. No gunfight, so no nothing, no. Just arrested ESN IPOB member last night. Sure, you will get liver to enter police station. You can't go arrest them. No gunfight, no nothing, no police die. Tell me about it. Make that make sense to me, because it don't make sense to me. That's why I said, now them they sponsored on gun. I mean, sponsor on gun no men, on known gunmen, whatever you want to call them. Now them. And when they check that, oh boy, time don't these boys go soon resume. And a VIP car and everything with the tell them the target. They go mistook you now. And they no kill this man for you. Oh yeah, offer. Now, so evil left the town, and I bet the Biafrans and their ancestors who accepted today's procession was peaceful. No Biafran was attacked. No Biafran was killed. No Biafran or anyone was humiliated by this murderous team. Tomorrow will be a new day. You can go make your money, but please do not forget this person in your prayer. If they should come out tomorrow, they may arrest any tailor tomorrow and say, now this one, an IPOB member made this clothes. Pray that it will be the original tailor that actually made it. The one we hope that made the cloth is in fact the one that made the cloth. That is Abba Oshkiari Detailer or Oshkiari Abba Detailer, whichever one that comes first. Listen, the last time you saw the video of Osama Gumi, I mean, what do you call it? Yeah, Osama Gumi. I wanted to say Osama bin Gumi. Osama bin Gumi, that guy. He was at Igbo to mock the Yoruba people. To step right there on the graves of those killed by bokoharis, unknown men, unknown gunmen that killed people inside Oloye Sunday Igbo. Listen. Gumi left the Kaduna where they are kidnapping every day school children. Over 1,400 of these school children are still in captivity today. Ransom being paid. And Gumi said, those who are kidnapping school children, they are doing it for business. He had the audacity to come down to Yoruba land. And he decided to go to Igbo in Oyo. To what? To tell us how united Nigeria must be. That was very offensive. A very, very offensive move. That didn't go well with many of us. And I don't think it's right. Until somebody said, oh boy, you don't get waiting they happen. You don't hear say, whether you cry from today till tomorrow. Now person will go die, oh. Bandit no they go anywhere. Say why? Say watch this.
The hypemen, they are going nowhere. They are part of us and we are part of them. We must live with them. You can't drive them away and they can't drive us away. They are our neighbors, so we should never allow them to be our enemies. And if by any mistakes, by our actions, we have turned them into enemies, then we are finished. Because our real enemy will use them against us.
70 years old man. But
and I was like, oh boy, that one deep, oh. The confidence, the fact, he knows what he's talking about. Let me tell you, some of you may not really know who Gumi is. Gumi is a very, very powerful scholar. If it's in the good book of any government, forget it. His father was the former Grand Cadi. I don't know if I pronounce that right. Grand Cadi of the entire North, I was told. Maybe not, but at least in Kaduna. His own father, his own father understood the potency of using religion for political goal. And I'll tell you, when the politics became politics of numbers, true, do you know that formerly in northern Nigeria, women are not allowed to vote? Do you know? Even after independence, women were not allowed to vote. Na Sheikh Gumi father, when they found out that, in Sharia, women are the property of the men, and as their wives, they have to be submissive and all that stuff. And they strongly believe that, yeah? Which is not bad. So they now said, in Sharia, women are not allowed to be exposed or to participate in decision making. It is wrong, it is haram. And that was what many probably believed until Sheikh Gumi's father, came back. He was of that belief too. But if they use that, only men will vote in their own area of interest, and they can never control that part of northern Nigeria then. And because people will listen to them, they came back, they said, women can vote. Now, Sheikh Gumi father change that Sharia law so women can vote. In fact, women can be voted for. They can run for office too. That was how they managed to use all their women, all their wives, all their girls, everybody for election. And it made them, and that was what made Gumi a powerful cleric among their own flock. He has history. His father is renowned for that kind of influence. And for years, they control things. So if Gumi come around and he says something and you say, hey, you're just saying nonsense, and okay, you may say he's saying nonsense, so but we have to do more than just saying that they are saying nonsense, like we will not give you our money again. You cannot take this from our land again. If we say you should restructure and you don't even understand what that means, right? We will be doing it bit by bit. And want money. I'm not trying to raise my hope too high. But it's good to feel good, at least once in a while like this. This one makes sense. They are like talk and do. And that huge move from Lagos, Baba, is not just a move. If you know what political chess game is, political chess, people where they brag, don't they beg. As a move, if Niger Delta say nobody should come to our place again and take any oil, where do you think they will get the 30% they want to be paying to people that they said they will likely get oil in the future? 30% to people that will get oil in the future. They are paying them 30% from the profit of oil sold. And the people who get the oil, they will be collecting 3%. What if the Niger Delta say, okay, we too, we know they give you our this thing anymore. We no come here. If you come here, you go missing, oh, no choke, oh. You see how the bragging will change as well. Now, so gradually, all of us will find our ground. And maybe at the end of the day, the destination is actually seems so far. It's not too far, oh, if we all begin to actually pay attention to some certain things. Oh, I just thought I should tell you. Get what I mean now? Thought I should tell you. And that is so impressive that I was like, okay. That's a good thing. Ondo State Governor was the first one that was like, you the crazy, if you talk to me like that. Even some way he could not say a word. Now newspaper, they respond. Baba, Miyetti Allah, they behave. They can't give time now. Because Lagos State is like, if they see you with gun, whether you they use the gun or you know they use the gun, now 21 years old, you can't look like Fulani. Baba, forget them. They not go see you again. And trust me, Lagos no nice. And you can actually go off the radar if they want you to. Some said, Maiyegun, they no fit do am. I said, well, you know, we thought they no fit do am. When the southern governors talk, Ondo State governors signed, they continue to threaten, intimidate, they have the number. And people are now telling them, you have the number to vote. How does that even make any sense? Just about 2-3 weeks ago, a group came out and they said after Bokohari finishes his own term, the North will still do another 4 years to complete their term. It is then they can now think of whatever the South, you know what I mean? They were bragging. They said if you don't believe in them, in the population of Nigeria, they have 150 million. So you have 150 million people. And you don't get money to feed them. The 150 million people can vote. You can get 50 million votes, 60 million votes. But you cannot get them to pay tax. You cannot get them to, you cannot see any VAT charges on them. What about the cows? If you like, sell the cow for 5 million. Now I'm not going to eat them. I can assure you of that. My people would rather just eat chicken. They have been campaigning for everybody to avoid cow anyway. They told me, when I was young, right? I used to read it that once you turn 30, you must stop eating egg. You must stop eating red meat. You must stop. I said, but wait till we can eat. Which level now? Oh, die now, die. Okay, live healthy, eat healthy, fine. But which level now? But with this level that Fulani want to go, but all of us go turn to white meat, chicken. They grow chicken. Everybody go to chop chicken. The fried chicken, cooked chicken, grilled chicken, bone chicken, boneless chicken. You know what I'm talking about? Chicken wing, chicken lap, all of you. Everybody will just go white and will live longer. In fact, it's even healthier. I mean, they've told us, they say white meat is better than red meat. Sell them for 5 million naira. And those who want chop meat, go know so they want chop gold. And a person will get money, they chop gold. They say, you know, if you get a savings account, Congo Club, they sit for inside the VVIP. About waiting now, waiting you smoke. You do collect 30,000 naira alawi. You won't do doremi. Baba, which level now? Which will be your supplier? Now, so that they ask you. There's a person where no gets container for sea. No, they do doings anyhow. Now, people where they do doings. Now, people where get doings. I don't know that one. Sorry. But it's all about, why do you have to eat a 2 million cow? When no goofy, we can raise so goofy, we can raise this, so many things that we can actually use in supplement, in replacement rather. I'm just saying. You cannot say you have 150 million people that can elect anybody anytime. But this 150 million people, they no fee pay. All of them, imagine this. Bokohari is the most intelligent person. The most is a genius. Even though he's the dumbest. To some of you, some of us believe that he's the dumbest, no doubt. Well, if you don't believe me, check the country he's leading. And maybe you believe me. But you see, as dumb as Bokohari is, he is the smartest among his followers. Listen to all of them. If a minister is not telling you that they are going to start producing pencil by 2019, Nigeria will begin to produce pencil. Another minister will probably be telling you how, what do you call it? How they fed school children on camera. Imagine me telling you that I feed 10,000 people with 100,000 pounds. Loriro. Confidently. Confidently. The person confidently lie. And, a minister will say that 500 billion. We spent 500 billion in 3 days. It is the same place where they will tell you that what is wrong. A doctor can be a tailor. People should do other things. Minister of Health telling people that if doctors know they get good pay, they should go and become tailor. In a country, poorest country, that long story. Buhari is the smartest among his followers. And it's so unfortunate anyway. There's something I want to pick up there. Thank you so much for your super chats. I missed that. And I don't think, let me see. Give me a sec. Chiwendu Igbaji. I saw that earlier. You're like a red oil in the future. 500 naira. Thank you. Appreciate that, Baba. So Buhari is the smartest. These guys came out, they said the Nigerian population was 200 million. And out of that 200 million, they in the north, they are 150 million. And you have a place where Bokohari, who got elected, he said 97% voted for him. 5% didn't vote for him. That means the election was rigged. Because that would be a total of 102%. There's nothing like 101%, 102% in an election. Is either going to be 100% or anything less when you had everything together? But Bokohari boldly went to America and he told them in America that 97% people who voted for him cannot be treated as 5% who didn't vote for him. And they clapped for him. The Mumu that followed him. Same Mumu came out 2-3 weeks ago and said, they have 150 million people that will always vote. Good. But when it comes to generating money to feed the people, how people live in an economy, 150 million people were able to generate less than 1 billion naira. in a month, while 50 million people generate over 60 billion naira. And this 150 million people that can elect anybody to be president or anything, they will go hungry if the 50 million people decide that they are not giving their money again. So make the president of Nigeria possibly, they can elect him or her as long as they want, as much as the South will not be the one to fund it. And na gradual, because these people mad, they mad, they crazy, giddy goni. And when you see those ones who are partnering with them and suddenly they are changing on to making some moves that's going to give everybody the real sense of belonging as a people from the southern Nigeria to say, okay, so now this money then they take since, no give them again. So we expect all the southern states now, or your state, Seyi Makinde, dubious Dapo, Ogun, no vex. That's what they call you, dubious Dapo. What are you doing about the VAT? Ogun State is considered as, the state with the highest registered companies in Nigeria. Ogun State. No joke. Some people said, Maiyegun, now because of this fraudulent data of Nigeria, have you been to Aba? Have you been to Onitsha? I said, I haven't. I've passed there. But no be me talk na their data talk and I am from Ogun State and I can also tell you a little bit. Just like you are from Onitsha, you are from Aba and you know all those businesses, no doubt. But anyway, Ogun State self go collect bar, Aba go collect bar, keep the bar in Ogun State, keep the bar in Aba. More they take and run them first until we build enough forces as we are doing right now to completely wash them off. They make the job easier gradually. Toju, my Oga from Canada, see Toju. Tuale, Maiyegun General, for your great work, honestly. I would like to host you for our summer barbecue in Toronto. I would love to come to Toronto someday. Maybe we should try something next year. I've been thinking about it. Maybe I will have a chance of leaving work and go away for a month. I'll tell you. Somebody said, Maiyegun, don't tell anybody where you are going. I was like, come on. I know they go Africa, but I can go anywhere else. Can't I? Thank you, Toju. Yetunde Odugbeson, thank you, ma, for that. Your super chat, super sticker. Thank you. And I think I got another one from somebody earlier, and that is Adebambo Olugbebi. Thank you. So I'm going to open my line. I want to take calls tonight. I've done my own part, which is an hour. Thank you, by the way. So now I'm going to listen. Do me a favor. When you call in, listen to your phone, okay? And, make it snappy so that we can have a lot of people to call in, okay? And I'm so sorry sometimes if the conversation or what somebody is saying is so interesting that you want them to finish, yeah? They can go over time, okay? But let's just do it the way we do it. I'll be the anchor. Don't worry. I'll handle it well. Thank you. And I think I have my first caller tonight. Is that Princess? Yeah.
Yes,
tonight must be a good night. You actually made it the first call.
Yes.
How are you?
Good evening, Maiyegun. I'm fine, dear.
I'm very well. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So did you start with us, by the way? Because it's been a long time. I've been talking since. And it seems that people are just there laughing. And we're not supposed to be laughing, Princess.
Is it not funny? We must live with them and they must live with us.
They are not going anywhere.
They can't chase us. They are not going anywhere. Of no point.
Honestly, because sometimes we need to acknowledge these things, Princess. They are big.
They didn't shout, but Undeal Pelu mercilessly, silently. That's very good. They can bring them to their knees. We know that. So Gombe State, Bauchi State, Limosho is not as big as Alimosho local, but the population of Bauchi State is not as big as Alimosho, is not as much as Alimosho local government. They have to remove Gombe State out of Bauchi again.
Osumibayo. And all over the leprous fingers. They are now the leprous fingers telling us that Nigeria is not negotiable.
Now, Governor, President Kotonu ni Dasoroi. Court must sit on the 15th.
Really?
Igbowo we go, yes. Igbowo we go to court. Yeah.
Oh.
Whatever the court decide, that's what Cotonou president will do. He even said he would prefer to give him asylum in Cotonou.
Yeah,
that kind of put him on a plane going back to Germany.
Princess, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Yeah, just that news kind of got me emotional. It seems to be one of the best news I've always wanted to hear. Like, when is it going to be? And you just dropped down like it's nothing there. Go on.
The court will sit on the 15th.
Amazing.
They will sit. Yeah. Because Cotonou president said when he came to Nigeria, Baba was looking at him as if he came to beg for something. He felt very embarrassed. So it is payback time. I've been saying it. You see this government, I love whatever it is they are doing. Maiyegun, I am very fortunate and happy to be in this generation.
Me too.
And I will not take it for granted. And I'll play my part.
Yes.
And I will stand on my two ground that yes, I came, I saw, and I conquered. We will conquer this bastard. It is a known fact. We will do it. You know those old men, the attitude of old men that, very obstinate human being kind of attitude. Our attitude with
Princess, I get in you.
I've told my friends.
Yeah, stubbornness to change.
I've told my friends, Maiyegun, you cannot train your children the way your parents trained you. The world your parents trained you for is not there anymore.
Wow, that is deep.
The way we are now, Maiyegun, you have to have 2, 3, 4, 5 businesses to be able to live in this country.
No doubt.
I have a farm. I have other places that we sell generators. I have other places that we do so many other things. You have to have 4, 5 businesses. That's a Kosiwala. Gumi, when Gumi is coming to the south, Gumi Shuanazo, and it should come to Mopo all, Nibadon.
Okay.
Toba Malaju, I assure him, by the time Gumi will open his eyes, 72 virgins will be undressing him in heaven.
Right.
That I can beat my chest to say. So thank you, Maiyegun.
Like,
Let me give
just make it quick for them and the rest. God bless you, Princess. You are the first caller, and that was amazing.
Baba,
you see that news, I'm going to feed on it. Oh, you will hear from me.
Of course, we'll sit in the 15th.
Yeah,
they'll sit on the 15th. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thanks so much,
yeah,
Princess.
Baba. Yeah.
That's Princess Balogun. I have, that call dropped. Sorry if I picked your call and then it dropped, okay? I am going to take it again if it comes on. Baba T, thank you. Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir.
Oh, I'm Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
This is Yima.
Yima, good do, my brother. How is the baby?
Hey, yo, boy, the guy we listen to you all the time.
You don't drag
every time he's on my chest. He's on my chest when I'm listening to you.
Bless you. How is the mom?
She's fine. She's doing good.
And how are you?
She's fully recovered. But I just be one side. At the chop popcorn, they watch the movie as they go up on Nigeria.
As
Baba just dey laugh.
predicted, you don't pan out, Baba. Right?
And they laugh there.
Over to you.
The last time I called you, I was ranting on the phone, and I said that man, this movie they do, Mazin and Kano, Nigeria has just shot himself in the foot. And I went back to your this now. I was reading the comment. Somebody said I should shut up. I just did laugh. I said, "You idiot! You don't know what is going on." You see, Gumi, could it by boy? Well, any man, yo, why you no go there when Sunday go there? Why you go when Sunday go there?
They no bonam. That's how it happen.
Well, any man, yo. Because you stand there without that one way they speak as if they left all the time.
It was intentional, right? Give me a second. Some people may not know what you are talking about and why you feel that way, okay? Just 1 second, all right? Hold on, they don't go anywhere, Yima.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we have visited this town, Goho, which one is a Muslim community, and we can see some cattle grazing in their courtyard. This is a place where I think Nigerians need to understand that we need to live together. Because I've seen nothing here that can warrant people to agitate that they should be separated from our beloved country, Nigeria. Professor Osman Yusuf, I don't know whether you have anything to say.
Yeah, this is Igoho, made famous by a detainee in Benin Republic. Nigeria is one and will always remain one. We're just from the hinterland where we've seen example of how people should live. Right? And this is why we're here. Nigeria is our country, and we are working to see how we can all come together, all faith.
Yima, are you there?
Yeah, Baba.
I hope you watch that. Just for the sake of our listeners, the video of them at Igbo in Oyo State, where they mocked, not just Sunday Igbo, they mocked the Yorubas. But we'll go talk. Go on, Jima.
My brother, they are mocking themselves. They're mocking themselves. The pack of cards is falling down on them, and they are just doing bragadusho. It is obvious. It is obvious. You can't. Why you no go there when Sunday go there? Now my own question is that why you no go there when Sunday go there house? Why you decide say until when Sunday go they go attack and they this people. God will punish all of them. I always keep saying that. It don't see. Stand up for IPOB. I salute them.
Trust me.
For what they did today. Stand up for them. I believe. Go down. Everybody, quiet. You could tell that was a rented crowd. You could just tell that was a rented crowd. With the charade. The guy won't cut out. Offer me fool. Now so just they move. You know that the unknown gunmen or
anybody can come anytime. Make them no conscious shit for the day. But they no go ring and FSC. You know what I'm talking about? It's a shame. Number one citizen of a country, and the people of that region chose to stay away as a protest. They say it no mean anything.
Doesn't that tell you something? Doesn't that tell you something? Are you that dumb? Are you stupid? Doesn't that tell you that there's something wrong? Me now, my own be say, make a leave salesman, and me himself arrange VAT, make Benin people to begin the chop their own from their yam, when they sell, and oranges, and the agricultural products who they sell for Benin State. Begin collect VAT on that one, begin use that for your own house. Stop funding insecurity.
You know what I mean? No free money. Once the source of free money stop, so
the big Miyetti Allah is now begging.
Will stop.
No more braggadocious talk again.
No, they're not the beg.
Baba, make I leave other callers. Thank you very much for your work.
Yeah, you are so welcome. So my regards to the family.
We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, they're here.
You have a good one. Right. Sorry, guys. Yima is an old timer, and it's good to hear from him. Hello there. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Maiyegun.
That's great.
General.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is General calling from London.
I know. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you?
Very well, thank you. You have the floor.
I'm fine. Yeah, you see, power without control is useless. You see what they are doing? They are flaunting their power, their muscle. You understand? But I tell you, surely they're gonna fail. Because the power they have, they don't know how to use the power. They are mismanaging the power. And the whole world is looking at them. Look at what CNN said about them yesterday. They are not ashamed, and they are still making a kind of different kind of species without shame. Look at Gumi going to a Yoruba land, the whole Yoruba land. Yeah. Oh my God, the Awolowo land that got the first television in the whole Africa. You know, even before France. Unbelievable.
That's what we have
let me tell you, Maiyegun.
I know.
Maiyegun, let me tell you. See what is holding Nigeria now is if the military, the Hausas in the military, if the Hausas in the military realize that Fulani is using them, the day they realize that Fulani is using them, even against their own people, that day Nigeria, everybody will go to their tent. You understand? Because only the military is what they are using to hold Nigeria. Everybody is tired of Nigeria because everybody have known now that Nigeria is a scam. You know, so they are fooling themselves. They are buying time with all that they are doing. Maiyegun, God bless you.
And you too.
You see, social media is a basket mouth, and we thank God that they cannot close our mouth with the social media.
No, they can't.
You know, the power we have on social media, which we are using, oh my God, you know, is so powerful that whatever, all their propaganda, all has been destroyed.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Maiyegun.
You're so welcome, Prince
I'm so happy to speak to you tonight.
So, I mean, likewise, you know, it's a pleasure hearing from you again. Hope you're fine.
And I'm also assuring you I may be in Scotland for your protest.
That would be great. But don't tell anyone yet. I mean, maybe don't tell them until they are close to Scotland. Don't tell them where they're going. Or maybe you should tell them. Or, I don't know. But I would love to see you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Thank you.
Yeah.
Prince
You're welcome.
You have a good one. So I have another caller.
Yes. I mean.
Hello there.
Maiyegun, I beg make I greet my Igbo guys, man.
Oh yeah,
Igbo
fire
Bueno. Igbo Bueno.
Hey.
Bueno.
Hey.
Igbo Bueno.
Hey. Thank you.
Maiyegun.
Sir.
Before I will greet you, let me talk to my Igbo brother.
Again, go on.
For every Igbo man who has sense, they should listen to what I will tell them tonight. Before Noah's ark, there was never a rain on earth. According to the Bible, the history we read. The plants germinated through dew. The first time it rains in the world on earth was during the Noah. Which is why people wasn't believe. They refused to believe that it would be actually rain.
Right.
So when they start seeing the rain, they want to join the ark, but the door has been shut on them. So now, during the Ganji, all those Ganji of the India, all those we have read a lot of history. We have watched documentary. We have listened to some whatever you can call it, histories, stories. There's never an history written down that they said sit at home. If any Igbo man have a deep understanding of what they are doing, they will continue. The future is at hand, though. I'm a Yoruba man, Akure to be precise, and I will die as an Akure man. Brother, this thing they are doing, it has never been written in any book. Maybe you know book partly, my brother.
It's so incredible, honestly. And I mean, you know, the level of promptness when they make such announcement, the compliance, or more, even government no fit tell people to stay home on environmental day. It has never been written. It has never been written in any history book. I've never read about it.
In the next 2030, as I used to say, people all over the world will come to Biafra land to come and study. How did they manage? Who created that? Like Otoge of Kwara. Do you remember?
I do.
This is history in making. Now, that's aside. I don't have this. In fact, I buy my small stuff to be inside my shirt now.
Oh, yeah.
Now I go to cool my body down. This night.
But nobody take the normal. I get that. I wish I could.
Oh boy. Nigeria, the jam pepper scatter. Nigeria don't scatter. Now, over to Yoruba, you see the Igboho Gumi terrorists. Do you know that Gumi is a retired soldier?
I heard that too.
Not you heard that, he's a retired soldier before he joined all these things. The guy is a strategy making for all these Boko Haram and these people.
So he understands their moves, their terrain.
If you doubt me, if you doubt what I'm saying, if somebody can raise money, let us invite private investigator. You will find 100% the hand of Gumi in every atrocity that is happening in the north. I'm telling you, the guy is part of the strategic master planning of all these things you are seeing. So for him coming to Igboho,
man, that's like taking it too far now, isn't it?
No. Brother,
too.
you have said it. They have cheated in their pants. The flies are now following them up and down. Do you see just 2 cards? Yoruba is playing 2 cards. Now, the first person I respect in Yoruba land, do you know? Among all these our current politicians, Aketi. During the election, I supported him for the second time.
Aketi.
People ask me when I call people, you should vote for him. They say why? And I say, look, Jegede is from Akure. I am from Akure. I'm not a bastard, but there's something you need to put in consideration before you vote. They say what? And I told them, I said, look, Jegede speaks Hausa fluently. When it comes to some decision, his emotion will never allow him to make a correct judgment. Because I myself, I spoke, I'm a good speaking of 4 different languages, brother, including Arab. So whenever I see Arab people, there's still that softness in me, which is why I consider Aketi that time. I respect him, number 1. Number 2, do you see Fayemi of Ekiti? There's a strategy he plays. The cow that are running around the tarmac. Brother, you will know what I'm saying. I don't want to analyze it.
I am with you now. You know, that's why I mentioned the Ekiti farm now. If them block all the cows, you go to Ekiti and buy the cows.
You know, sometimes we speak in code. You know, you understand.
I'm with you.
Now, the third one. Look at Lagos now of recent. VAT law, open grazing.
Some said it be like say Tifnumbu don't know, say game don't end. It don't tell him, boy, say, boy, all of you go do what you have to do. No more yama, no more.
Is it not 4 days ago that I called you? Is it not 4 days ago that I called you? I said, let everybody live to know good. He will be the last person to support us. Brother, 2022 masquerade dance will be so fantastic.
Yeah.
Who that laugh first will look last. It won't last. Brother, let me give the other.
The masquerade will dance first. Now audience will be last.
It will look. Yeah, somebody will laugh past me.
Yeah?
Oh boy, who's one monkey?
You are our in-house CIA, Interpol. MI6.
I told you now.
You are all in one.
I told you
and
now.
your informations are quite, I have to say, they are kind of.
It takes somebody who has knowledge to understand me decoding something.
And since we are getting more now.
It's not underground. Brother, there's a lot happening underground. There's some analysis that I cannot open my mouth to say. Brother, yes, forget that Yoruba want to fight Yoruba messing up each other with our politicians, especially Baba Obasanjo. But I will tell you one secret today. If Obasanjo, if he stand here, I will ask him, he should go agitation to share them. But he wasn't believed that agitation will go far. He was part of the beginning. Obasanjo was part of the beginning of agitation. But
they didn't believe that people would take it this far. JJ,
no, brother, let's leave the rest.
Let me hear from others because
thank you so much.
God bless you, JJ. You have a good one. So I have another caller.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Maiyegun.
Don't change that voice. Is that Ahmed?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I actually caught you in time, right? Because you're about to change it. No, I would have been like, so, how are you tonight?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. How about you?
Not bad. At least I'm here, still here. Anyway, so thank you.
So So first of all, I say to my Igbo brother. The Igbo feel be like on our own, but the little one where I hear, make I just talk and small.
Oh yeah, nah.
Go on. I feel na hand. It makes sense. It makes sense. May God bless all the Biafrans. May God bless all the Yorubas. May God bless us. All the freedom, like all the lovers of freedom.
That's right.
So what did they happen? Like I used to say, na time. Small. We dey climb am. A road to freedom is always rough. We will meet obstacles from everywhere. But if you're seeing victory, you'll be seeing signs. Like if you I go signs, different places, you'll be seeing signs. And that is what's happening.
Following you, Ahmed.
Can you imagine a whole president when he went state, when he went to Kano, look at them, the way they came out, all of them. See, Baba, all this
Kano
time
people
nonsense.
are persuasive. Even in Kano, Ahmed, they were actually paying people to come out. Can you believe that? In Borno, they were paying people to come out.
Yeah, apart from even paying them, they will tell them, this one is your own. So if you do this, they will laugh you, this, that, those kind of things. But the Biafrans, it shows how determined they are. And this one is a strong message to everybody that thinks like, these people, sure that they call an online country. They don't say now in a reality country, huh? It will shock everybody when they think
politicians told bokohari that he should come. We'll give you the royal. Oh boy, now to go and embarrass the old money coin. Honestly speaking, look at
and
him.
He was
Everybody's now
embarrassed.
talking about the clothes.
He
talking
was
about
so
the
embarrassed.
Man, come on.
He was so embarrassed, and I was happy, so happy. And with all the development coming up, Lagos State imposing their own VAT, all this. Anyway, it's a good thing for us. At least we are going somewhere. Like you say, even people don't believe it. I don't really believe it that much, but at least for them to be able to take a bold step like, yes, we are going to do it. It gives these people sleepless night. Like,
change value.
Game don't they change. So they will never be like, it's now that the suspicions will grow more and more. You suspect everybody. You start suspecting everybody that they see around them from the south. It will be there will be suspicious.
All of you are just here for now. Maybe one day now, all of you are going to go back to that south. You are not going to come back to Abuja again. You will just tell all of us that bye you. We don't do.
Of course. So the game now is for the southerners to watch. We should keep watching. Be very, very vigilant. We should be very, very vigilant because there are more things to come. I see a lot of things that will happen. More things are to come. I won't say more than that, Maiyegun. Thanks for the good job. Ọlọ́run ọba ìyanu ó máa máa ṣàánú wa. Amadele lè lágbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo wa. Inshallah.
No, thank you so much, Ahmed. You have a good one, okay?
All right.
Let me take another call. I've got I don't know if that's hello, sir.
Hello. One name.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. This is Osita calling from Atlanta.
Professor Osita, the professor of what? The fear of me tonight.
Anyway, I've been kind of busy and all this while.
How are you?
But I will always put you in my prayers because you've been able to institutionalize the minds of people towards one particular content. It's not easy.
Thank you.
That is the reason I pray that all of us, most people, will walk in line with your ideology. You are not forcing people, you've never forced people to embrace what you preach. That's the reason I tell you you are a real Christian. You don't force people to listen to you, but gradually it sinks into everyone.
Thank you.
I've been wanting to talk about the one guy that you call Philip that calls on your program.
Okay.
I believe the last day he actually called on this program. The encounter you had with him.
You're talking about Philip?
Really? Yeah, really. I want to talk about Philip, which is different Philip. You could have most of them around. I want you to understand something, that people are paid either physically or they are paid psychologically to come up against your program on air. Let me tell you, the ones that are being paid psychologically are the ones that their parents were part of the troubles that we are going through right now, the injustice. I wonder how a grown-up man, I don't want to use big word here, a grown-up man will come to the TV and tell you, I went to Nigeria, I virtually traveled around everywhere. I wonder who is going to come on air and start saying all those things. Did he come to Olu, where I come from, to know what happened in Olu? Did he go to Ibarapa to know what happened in Ibarapa? Did you go to Southern Kaduna to know what went on in Southern Kaduna? Then all you did was to come on air. I believe he's watching your program. And
obviously it does,
right
yeah.
now.
I think it's a regular too.
Yeah, that is the reason I'm talking to him right now. Has he been able to check all those people to find out the truth? Instead of coming on air shamelessly.
And he said we are only exaggerating it. That's what he said. We are only exaggerating
he's saying that the blood of people, and he's saying the blood of human beings is an exaggeration. That is what his mother that had him in her tummy for 9 months taught him. And the father who actually fathered him, that is what the father told him. That when they are talking about the blood of human beings, that means it's an exaggeration.
It's an exaggeration.
Even right there in the Old Testament of the Bible, the people of those times, they used the blood of rams, bulls and rams, to appease God.
That's right.
And you think the blood of human being is not important?
I actually thought every religion believed that human life is sacred, that therefore we must protect it.
As he is watching this program today, I remember the word of Simon Ekpa to Shehu Akimbolari of Channel TV.
Yeah.
I pray to God that Fulani headsmen will visit his town, will visit his people, so that by then the father and the mother that refused to tell him the truth while they were raising him, they will come back to him and tell him the truth that this is what we actually encountered. That is stupid. That is stupid.
I couldn't even stomach him that day. I had to tell him that we need to stop now.
In my life, I have never seen somebody so stupid like that. And you are there in the United Kingdom. I've lived in the United Kingdom. I lived in the United Kingdom for 6 good years. It is the most freest of all nations in the world. You can't even compare it to the US. There is more freedom and liberty in the UK compared to the US. You are there. You are enjoying everything that the government has to give to you. And you are there. People are being deprived of common security. Security is common when you have a good government. You deprive those people of those things, and yet you are supporting the evil day.
And he said it was an exaggeration.
Has proclaimed that is exaggeration. When it comes to him, let it be exaggeration upon his life.
No, we just have to exaggerate it too, you know. I mean, somebody traveled from the UK, from London to Nigeria to go and bury her mom. Yeah, a lovely mom. Our family members, a lovely family, they were with her, and it was great. Then she was traveling from Lagos to Ibadan. They killed her in the presence of her children, 2 kids. They killed her there. But good enough, they didn't kidnap the children. Now, she's not returning back to the UK. She's never going to come back here to tell her story. No.
You know, so that is what it is. That is his own part. The second one, today we saw the operation, what do I call it? Operation
Greedy Mannequin. Go on.
Operation Greedy Mannequin in Owerri. We saw it today. That particular place, I know it very well. That particular place. Nothing was actually done there. That thing they showed everybody. That's the reason, if you look at the camera, the video was, they didn't bring the video close to what the gutter, that is just the gutter. They didn't bring the video close to the gutter.
By the way. It is so unfortunate.
It's unfortunate. Let me tell you what they came for. What he came for was to come and assess the job being done.
I believe.
In order to give Fulani people land. But I'm telling you, he went back home. He went back to Abuja very disappointed.
I could tell.
Because he saw the resistance clearly written on the face. Even of those few people that they bribed to come there, he saw the resistance on their face.
Osita, you know what somebody told me? Somebody said, you know, Opus Odejo is a fraudster. That it took 700 million of Imo State people to arrange this charade. Because, like Ebonyi, it was meant to be a return of 6 billion for Ruga. Now the investment is shaky now because people say no go as planned today.
This is somebody I know very well. When you talk about fraudster, maybe what he is, that is actually his job. You remember the former governor of that state, Rocha
Okorocha.
When he was having problem with Rocha, there's something that Rocha said that everybody knows each other, and I know where your case file is. That case file has something to do with fraud before being a politician. So he knows that very well. So, but as it is today, we have seen they are failing. The Janjaweed, the Zoo Nation is failing. They are feeling they are all afraid. Gradually, your message will sink into the hearts of every leader. They watch your program and they watch what your members are always commenting about.
They read.
These people, gradually, it started with Wike now. He's coming up. He came up with his own ideology of the VAT. Lagos State took to. It is gradually, before you know it, the whole state in the south will do the same.
Will detach. And that's the beginning.
Then the Kano Kaduna that has a little will want to do the same. Then the problem will start within them. I promise you this, you will see the way it's going to end.
Thank you very much. God bless you. And it's such a wonderful pleasure to hear from you again. You have a good one, sir. I have another caller. This time I'm having connection issue, so we're gonna wait a bit. That didn't go well, so I'm gonna right. Hello there.
How are you doing, Maiyegun?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Wow, I am very well too. Thank you. My name is Adeola. I'm calling from Canada.
Adeola,
it's my
from
first time
Canada.
calling.
Sorry?
It's my first time calling. I don't want to go into all of the. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so I couldn't even believe when I got through.
I'm so sorry. But
I don't want to go
hearing from
into
you anyway. So take your time, okay? You are live now.
Thank you.
So fire on, sir.
I don't want to go into all of the things that I know that everybody has told you about. I watch you all the time, and
thank you.
You do a good job. But I don't want to, I don't want to waste anybody's time.
I know you don't. You want to
coming with
your time. Go on, please.
Correct. I want to bring in one perspective that that I hope people just settle down and receive well. Is that when we are outside, and this I have practicalized this. What I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
When we are out of our own kind of zone, so Oduduwa, Biafra, and we're in the world, just like this 1 million march.
That's right.
The front that I like that we take is southern Nigeria, which is an imaginary map that actually would even include the people of southern Kaduna, if you will, Gombe, and all these people that consider themselves middle belt. And the reason I say that is it presents us, number one, I'm in Canada, people ask, it's not unusual here, people ask you, oh, where are you from?
Right.
If I say I'm Oduduwa, it doesn't cut it. It's either they move on or they're like, what's this saying? But once you say you're southern Nigeria, then they want to know about, oh, I thought there is Nigeria. Is there South Nigeria? Then you have an opportunity there to educate them. I find that, if you're hard, and I'm not suggesting that or mapping things out for people to say, forget your Biafra or whatever. But this, the first battle is to get recognition from the, from the world.
That's right.
That recognition with a kind of nomenclature or name that people can relate with and doesn't look like, balkanized all over the place, does really help.
You are so right, Adeola. You are so right. Yeah. And I'm so happy that you actually suggested that, and on this program too. Okay. See, people have already said to put up this fight genuinely, we need everybody from the savannah down there to us in the south, people from the middle belt, because without breaking that homogeneous mentality of the north, which doesn't exist, there is not going to be an easy way of breaking away from Nigeria. So the perspective from the angle you are seeing it from now is what is it going to be like, an outlook there, the acceptability, the easy way to bring the world to who we are, to start
for people to relate to
Southern
exactly.
I agree with you. Go on.
And people, begin to ask you questions.
Then you can then educate them about where you come from there.
Correct.
And about Biafra about to do a nation.
And it's an identity. It's an identity that is so different than the core Sharia norm. You cannot begin to talk about the people that are liberal Muslims with God, liberal Christians, completely different people. So you got an opportunity there to now tell them what the actual problem is without going into I am Biafra, I am this, I am that. The rest of the world don't care about that, to be honest with you. Then when we come back and win the first battle, people can go into their Biafra, what. But for the first level of having people listen to
solidarity,
you, we need that. And what do we have in common? We are liberal-minded people. We are not killers. We are not these. We are Christian, Muslim live together. We are, we are civilized. We are open to Western civilization and all those kind of things that that is common amongst us. And this is why we are saying these other people are different. So,
and we're not actually saying they can't do what they want. They can do whatever they want, but they shouldn't impose it in a way that, for example, if you want to serve, lead a country with religious worldview, you must have money to run such country or such idea or project. You can't be using other people's money to run a system that alienates them. In fact, that actually endangers us. That's what it is now. Religious mentality, fanatics, extremists, lording it over us. So I agree with you.
Well, yeah, because they actually do not think, we have to understand that they don't think, they actually feel superior to us, to be honest.
That's right.
They actually feel superior to us. These guys would actually think that these people are drawing us back. If they close their eyes and open their eyes, they are looking for a Nigeria that everybody is marrying their 13-year-old girl, is dressing like the dress, is, doing exactly. So we're actually very different people. And this is cutting across from the whole of what I am saying, that imaginary line of Southern Nigeria.
I love that. I actually wanted to mention that too, that when you started, you said, can we have, call it imaginary, we can have something that can make us, whether you are a Biafran, whether you are from the Yoruba nation, out there in the diaspora, anyone who is asking, where are you from? Oh, I'm from the southern Nigeria.
Correct.
And they can then be like,
you begin to see.
Do you have southern Nigeria? I thought it's Nigeria.
See people accept. Exactly. And I've done it. I've actually practicalized it. And you see people, I thought it's Nigeria is just one country. Then you sit down, you have an opportunity to now explain to the person and say, oh yeah, it's one country, but the southern people are different. The people you hear about Boko Haram, we are different. We are not like that. We are, and before you know it, people begin to appreciate, where this dichotomy is and the real nature of the problem in that place.
More better
I thought I should just share.
I love that, Adeola. In fact, I'm so glad that on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, right? I have a lot of people who actually watches my videos. They pay attention to everything. And on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, we have found that somehow, great mind, like minds, think alike, they say, right? Maiyegun can help to hit the subconscious mind. Most of what I say are what most of you are thinking about. But it's just that when we begin to talk, our ideas will begin to say, Maiyegun is talking like something I've been thinking. Then that's it. So we are blessed. And that's why we call it the diary. Everyone can listen to this anytime. God bless you, Adeola.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thanks a lot.
Thanks so much for the effort. And God bless you. You have a good one.
Bye.
Cheers, man.
Thank you.
I'm so sorry. There I have another caller.
Oh,
just before we land up. Hello there.
Yeah, Maiyegun General.
Is that Ikpagu, my brother?
Yes, I am the one. Thank you very much. I don't know why we always get with the old callers. We always find a way to get you on the phone.
Let me tell you, right? So many people try to. I have about 7,000 missed calls. Sometimes some people will try for 5 times, 10 times, but you see some of you are really veterans. It's like you just put your hands on the redial forever.
I'm telling you, that's how we do it.
But some people, when they try 2-3 times, they are like, it's too busy, I'm just going to continue watching. But it's I think that's the trick, because it's busy. But go on, you are going to be my last caller tonight as well. Okay.
Thank God.
Yes, you are going to be my last caller. My time is up. But fire on.
There's this brother that's called from Akure. I've always listened to that brother from Akure. Do you understand? I don't know if it's going to be possible for you to host him one day. That guy has a lot of information. I don't know him. I've never, you know.
No, don't do that. JJ is like our own anonymous, right? JJ is like the puzzle. Somebody that will try and give you an idea of a puzzle. Okay, if you are smart enough, it doesn't take much.
This while I've been listening to him.
We can't expose him.
Yeah,
don't do
whatever
that.
I listen to him, I must get one or two things. And whatever any information he passes to you, something must come up. Something must surely come to fulfill. I've been listening to him, and whenever I listen to him, I used to keep my ear very down to hear everything that he's going to say. And I'm grateful that we have such a person.
Aren't we blessed? Or Maiyegun's diary political with all of you?
I'm telling you, we are blessed. We are blessed. Maiyegun, listen, somebody say, hey, I can do it. I want to gist you. So they said that it's very simple to do. Why don't you do this way? Why don't you do it the other way? I called for a family meeting. I called for a family meeting. I hosted a WhatsApp group for a family. Could you believe that nobody, people were questioning me, why did you do it? Why did you do that? And I can't imagine, how was Maiyegun General able to gather this population? How was Nnamdi Kanu able to gather millions of people? Whenever he says something, they will listen to him.
Right.
It's not easy, my brother. It's not easy.
I can tell you about
it's
that.
Not
it's
easy.
not easy. Well, sometimes when you do it, it becomes so natural.
Yes.
It just becomes so. You know what I mean? Because you don't have to make things up.
Yeah.
Since you don't make things up,
I'm telling you.
You know what I mean now? Bless you. If I continue.
Yeah. So my leader is in detention right now, and whenever something is being said, and everybody follows that. Look at how we disgrace the mannequin, like I used to call him today.
Now the Daurame God. Go on.
Yeah, there's one thing we do in Igbo land. Like now, if you have a visitor, a very prominent visitor in your house, your mom has to spread her clothes on the floor for the visitor to step on it to show acceptance, to show that they welcome that person with one heart. And your mama will dance. Your mom will dance for you. Maybe your mother have not seen you for years, and whenever you visited, and your mom will dance for you. If your mama did not dance for you and they did not spray clothes on the floor for you to step on, you are not welcome. Did it happen today in Imo State? Did you see our mothers dance today? They did not dance because
bokohari came out of the plane. Bokohari came out of the plane. He raised his offer. He look around. He see empty places. He put them down. The guy just, see the video. That's the only video I didn't share with all of you tonight. It's so funny, right? I'm going to try and get it sometimes. Continue.
We have disgraced them, and this has shown that the people have power. We, the people, have power. Only that most people don't understand the power we have. We have power to say enough is enough. We have the power to control those people in the power because we are the one that put them there to represent us.
That's right.
Do you understand? But they are playing God. Only that we don't know our rights. We don't know. I'm just generalizing. We don't know our rights. Do you understand? But we are taking it back gradually. And I want to thank this little healer in River State. I don't agree with people on so many things.
In Yoruba land, they say that's when they do evil, still they do good. They go come make you stay confused where you want take undo them. Now that kind of people you go they say, Papa, stay in one place, no confuse this thunder. So that if you want stay left, stay left. If you want stay left, no one will know where to direct this. But you are right. That was a shocker. It was a deal breaker.
I don't agree with him in so many things, but I appreciate him for what he has started doing. Because we have endured this nonsense for years, and it cannot continue. I don't care. I am from Anambra. If my state cannot be able to look inward and generate something and put something on the table, let us remain poor. I'm saying it. Let us remain poor because for some people, Lagos cannot be sacrificing their own tax. Sacrificing their own sweat.
How can Anambra be poor? The same Anambra, it will be rude.
I am not saying
for it. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying that it's today now. Anambra is poor. You are right. Anambra is poor today. Obaino don't run the place down. No doubt. But I'm just asking that how did Anambra become poor?
To pay for ourselves.
No.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah. Okay. So how can I Lagos State be sacrificing all the income they have to fend for me in my own state? What have I have to offer? What made me a state? Why should I exist in the first place if I cannot be able to pay salary? If I cannot be able to develop my state? And I said, I'm waiting for Lagos State, I'm waiting for Rivers, I'm waiting for Bayelsa to bring in their own money so that we go to Abuja to collect and develop my own state. Why am I existing as a state? Why do we have governors? Why do we have all this nonsense? Enough is enough.
People are going
let me tell you, Lagos State is one of the richest. Lagos State, if Lagos is a country, Lagos will be one of the richest countries in the whole world. I'm telling you.
No doubt.
Because what Lagos have, I don't think other states have it. And Ogun State as well. Ogun State have factories, have companies. Yes, they cannot be able to develop because these people are holding them down. This nonsense they call Nigeria is holding them down. Enough is, I wish every state in southern Nigeria will come to their senses and develop their own state.
They are already coming together. Maybe they are not coming together at the pace we want or how we want them to. But again, we should not ignore what they are doing too, acknowledging something I
appreciate them. I appreciate them for what they're doing. I heard that Lagos State has passed their own bill for anti-grazing. I heard that they've passed a bill for this VAT. VAT. It's a welcome development. This is what we want. This is what we're asking for. Nobody wants war. Nobody wants blood. No. But we want equity. We want justice. That's what we're asking for. Nothing much. Let me live. We want to live. We want to enjoy life. That's all. That's all we want.
Unfortunately,
you are forcing us together. You don't want us to enjoy. You don't want us to have freedom. We don't want us to do nothing. All you want is sharing of money, using your religion to destroy our own belief. I am not against any religion, but don't use your own religion to stop my own pace. You don't want alcohol in your place. Fine and good. But don't go and collect VAT that was paid by this alcohol
we will be say we'll be drunkard. They say you are going to hellfire. We say we know.
Let me go to hellfire.
They go there. When we get to hellfire,
I pay for the drink.
You see one thing. Sorry to cut you. Yeah, sorry to cut you short. Somebody said, Maiyegun, the day them bomb me, and I started hearing Oshodi, Ojota, and all of that. He knew he was already in there. Yeah. That negotiation he had with God didn't work. That's why he ended up in Nigeria. But it's for a purpose. Then you cannot threaten anybody that survived in Nigeria. You can't threaten anybody. You can't threaten them with hellfire. People waiting in Nigeria. They tell them about hellfire.
For where my boss in Nigeria threatened me some time ago when I was I was working with them. I told him, sir, I am a street guy. If you ask me to leave now, I'll end up in street because that's where I came from. I'm not scared of anything. And you look at me, say, you are very stubborn. I said, okay, sir. And I continue working with them. So don't threaten me with hellfire because Nigeria
will be drinker, will be everything. But let us enjoy the VAT. May them use the VAT money, build the cancer hospital for us. People where they smoke, people where they drink. Let them use the money to build hospital, run research for us in Yoruba land, in Igbo land. They use the money there. Don't use the money to buy coffee for terrorists.
Use your cow money
buying guns for terrorists.
Use the money to fund your terrorists. Use the money to pay ransom to your
use your own cow money to pay for all of that. Exactly.
I'm telling you, it's very simple as that. But this thing, I read the comment from one of them, and that one was he said that this is a welcome development that their people has to go back and have a rethink.
Of course.
That enough of all this sharing money. They should go back to their own state and find something to do. Not waiting for somebody to bring money, they will share and they will be lazy.
So now,
enough is enough. Thank you, my general.
Thank you very much as well for taking your time.
You are doing good.
You stay safe, okay? You have a good one and a good night.
All right.
That's Ikpeagu, my brother there. So, everybody, thank you so much. Dayo, Elisha, I'm glad I actually got your super chat. Thank you. My friends on YouTube, I think this is the time you can now go on there and check. Have I subscribed? Have I set my notification on this page, on this channel? Go check now. And before you leave this broadcast, remember, give me that thumb up under that video. I have 2 people who already gave me a thumb down. Thank you for the engagement. So we only have about 1,000 of us who stop by to say, Maiyegun, take on. Oh yeah, throw them now. You say, Maiyegun, take them. Don't give me thumb up in comment. Go under that video. If you are watching me on Facebook, go onto my YouTube channel. Just search for Maiyegun's Diary Political. It's the same thing and the same message they blast for all the platform. If you have the time, just try and go onto the Diaspora Radio International. If yours is to listen to the podcast in audio, just go onto Diaspora Radio International and listen. DiasporaRadioInternational.com and listen online. Dayo Elisha, thank you so much. Maiyegun, keep eating them other. You have authority over nations and kingdoms to uproot and pull down lies and evil leaders. Amen. I am the general overseer of the Temple of Truth. I have my own anointing, and many of my brethren, my amazing brethren, they have already confessed to that, to tell you about the anointing. We are doing a great job because I've got great people around Maiyegun. Share the broadcast. Tell people about the ministry. Let us take our ministry to the permanent site. For now, we are doing well, Abi. We'll take on to permanent site, get it bigger. Thank you so much, guys, for your time tonight. Okay, I'm going to see you some other time. Again, until then, stay safe and continue to avoid evil when you see them in pictures. You know what I'm talking about. Good night.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Tí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n ní ràn.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà àìsíwọ́lú ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tún ra kì o. ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti